Like this video in the next 5 seconds or you get no animation next time you rep up an NBA 2K20. I would not risk it.
If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Hey Solo, I made a new build. Do you like it?
Jimmy, what does that say? Jimmy, what the is a ball hawk?
Relax, Solo. Trust the process. This shit is hella nice. Do you want to play with me? I get 59 defensive badges on this build. Hello, Solo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand how you made a build that has 59 defensive badges, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, I'm 0 and 45 in the park today. Could you help me get some wins, please?
Jimmy, honestly, forget that build. If you want the best build in the game, watch this video and take notes, little fella.
I'm not little anymore. This is the big gym.
What's up guys, SoloDF back with another video. As many of you guys know, I hit Legend on Sunday night and I've been hyping up a specific build that I said I would reveal once I finally hit Legend. Well, today's the day. I'm going to be revealing how you guys can make my full Legend build, and in my opinion, this is the most versatile build in the entire game. This build has everything that you could want in a build, and because I'm Legend, I get 10 plus badge points to each category, which allowed me to tweak some of the attributes when I was creating this Demigod build. Also, I just want to say I have a ton of amazing content coming soon because I'm now Legend. I can do a lot of creative things, so I would appreciate it if you could subscribe. We're about to hit 90k subscribers, which is insane. Also, turn on post notifications for my channel and drop a like. Let's aim for 10,000 likes in this video, and let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys can see on your screen here, this is the new Legend Demigod build. Now in this video, I have a challenge for you guys. I want you guys to watch how this build plays, you know, how it shoots, how it dunks, how it plays defense, and I want you guys to come up with a name for this build, the name that the My Player Builder gives it, and I want you guys to see by the end of the video or whenever I say the name of this build if you are correct. I've talked about this build on my streams and on Twitter, and no one has ever got the name of this build correctly, so that should give you a hint. It's not a build that you'll see every game or even every day at that, but you definitely have seen this build before. So yeah, while I'm talking about this build, I want you guys to try and think of what the name of this build could be. Alright, so when I was thinking about making this build, I wanted to make a build that was good at defense, that could clamp up the other team's guard, and even if I had to, I would be able to clamp up the other team's center. I mean, unless it's like a 7-3 post scorer that's toxic, just post hooking the whole game, I think that this build could even potentially guard center. So when I was making this build, I did want some red, aka defense / rebounding in the pie chart, so that's your first hint. It does have some red in the pie chart, but it is not pure red. I don't think that's necessary. I do want to be able to shoot somewhat, and if you go pure red, then you're really not going to be hitting your shots. This year, you really only need above like a 60 3-pointer to consistently hit your shots, and this build definitely has that. You don't really need that high of a 3 or too many shooting badges when you're Legend, because you get the plus 10 badges to each category, so you get plus 10 shooting badges. So it's just dumb if you're going to make like a sharpshooter build that already gets 30 shooting badges to start, and then you get the added 10. You have 40 shooting badges on a sharpshooter, which is just completely unnecessary. So the way that I made this build, it doesn't have too many shooting badges, but it does get the plus 10 shooting badges, which obviously boosts it up to where it's like, you know, I can make it work. In my opinion, the weakness or the like weakest attribute to this build is the shooting, but the shooting is still fine because as you guys are going to see, like when I show the attributes and the badges and all that, like I can still make it work, and you guys see in the clips, I'm still greening shots. And plus another thing is in these clips, I only have 10 shooting badges. I don't even have the maxed badges or maxed attributes because when I was recording this, I was only 85 overall. I literally just made this build like an hour before recording these clips. So when this build is maxed out, I'll be a complete beast. I'll probably be hitting way more threes than I am in these clips. So yeah, as you guys can see in these clips, this build is very good at playmaking, so it has a high ball control, and it also has high finishing, as you guys can probably tell because I'm finishing a lot in these clips. Now another thing that you probably won't see too much in these clips is that I have a high defense. Like I said, there's red in the pie chart, so it is a half defensive build. That's why, like I said in the intro, I think this is the most versatile build in the entire game. This build is probably going to excel on the 2s court. I think it's built best for that mode. Now with 3s, I definitely can make it work, but if I'm versing comp, I would probably want a build that could shoot a little bit better than this build that I have here. Now a court that a lot of people don't talk about too much is the 1s court. I still think this build would be better on the 2s, but I think this build is really good on the 1s. The only thing is that if I go up against a 7-3 post scorer or something like that that's just post hooking me, I don't know if I'll be able to stop it, but this build does get an insane amount of defensive badges, and it's pretty tall, so I think I do have a chance against most centers. Also, I've never really had a build that's good at the ones court, so I made this build hoping that I could actually run the ones court with it, and I'm also hoping to stream on the ones court in the future with this build. All right, real quick, since I've described this build for a few minutes now, you probably have a good sense of what this build could be, so I want you to go in the comments. Also, don't cheat, don't lie. Number one, put the name of the build that you think I'm describing, so the build that you think I made for my legend build. And number two, in the same comment, I want you guys to put what is the best legend build in your opinion, given the plus 10 badges to each category. What is your favorite legend build? All right, it's now time to hop in the My Player Builder where I can show you guys how to make this Demigod build.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so for the position, you guys want to pick point guard. For the hand, it doesn't really matter, just pick the hand that you're used to shooting with. Alright, so for the skill breakdown pie chart, I said there was red in the pie chart. You guys see red and blue does not have that high of a 3, so we're not going to pick that one. If you go to the next red one, red and green, this one's viable, but it doesn't really have that high of a dunk, so I did not pick that one. Then you guys see red and yellow. This is the pie chart that we're going to pick. As you guys see, it has a high driving dunk, it has a high ball handle, it has high defense, and it has a solid 3-point and mid-range shot. As you guys can see, the pure red has a low ball handle and a low 3, so we're going to go ahead and pick the red yellow pie chart. All right, so for the physical profile, a lot of guards pick the top one that has the highest speed and acceleration. It's the mainly agility physical profile, but the one that we want is the agility vertical one, because look at the speed and acceleration compared to the top one. You see 95, 95. This one drops to 94, 92, but the vertical goes up to a 95 in this one, which is important to a build that's going to be finishing a lot and playing defense. So we're going to take the very small hit to our speed and acceleration, which we will get back later by changing some of the other things like weight and stuff like that. Now for the attributes, and this is absolutely the most important part of the build. For the close shot, you want to put it up to an 85, driving layup maxed, driving dunk also maxed, and then you want to put 3 on standing dunk, make it a 28. That's all you want to do for finishing, so you get 12 finishing badges from that. Now we have 312 attribute upgrades remaining. You want to max out mid-range, max out 3-point, max out free throw, and then for post fade, you want to only put it to a 70, because as you guys see, the badges on the right, you have 10 at 70. The extra, putting the post up to a 71 doesn't really do anything, so we're going to save that attribute and put it somewhere else. Keep post fade at only a 70. Now for the Hall of Fame badge sections, because as you guys know, we picked the yellow red pie chart, so we're going to get Hall of Fame playmaking, Hall of Fame defense. So for this, you want to max out ball handle, and for the pass accuracy, you only want to put it up to a 79. You don't want to max it. Post moves, we're not going to touch, and you guys see we have 16 playmaking badges from this. All right, so now we have 131 attributes left, and we have the defensive section, which is the most important section of this whole thing. You want to put perimeter defense up to an 85. Lateral quickness is going to go maxed to an 84. Steal is also maxed to an 87. Block, we're only going to put up 3, and then we have 36 attributes remaining. Now let's say I put these on interior defense. I want you guys to keep an eye on the badges on the bottom right hand corner. You guys see it only goes up to 15. We have a few left though. Let's say we put on offensive rebounding, it only goes up to 19. If we put it on defensive rebounding, it goes up to 21 badges. If you guys don't know, defensive rebound gives you the most defensive badges out of any of the categories. So whenever you're making a build and you have some attributes left over, you want to throw them on defensive rebound because it'll give you the extra badges. All right, so now take a look at our badges in the bottom right hand corner. We have 59 total badges. When you add the 10 to each category, we're going to have 99 badges on our legend build, which is actually insane. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next screen. Body shape doesn't really matter, but I'm going to pick compact. All right, so the default height is 6'3". The height that I decided to go with is 6'5". Now you could probably get away with making this build 6'4", but I just want the extra inch because like I said, I want to play the ones court. I want to be able to guard those taller players. There's centers, stuff like that. So at 6'5", you're going to be able to guard basically centers, guards, and everything. The defense is fine. The one thing that's kind of, not the best is that the ball handle is dropping to an 85. As some of you guys know, you need 86 or above to speed boost or anything like that. So if your team has floor journal, then you'll be fine. But most games, you're going to have to make a shot or two in order to speed boost. Or if you're new to the game, that means like dribble fast. At 6'5", you guys also see the driving dunk. This build has access to the elite contact dunks, so that's another reason that I like going 6'5". All right, so the default weight is 195. You guys see the strength is a 58, but if we go minimum, you only lose a few points on the strength. It goes down 4, but we gain the acceleration that we lost at the beginning when we picked the physical pie chart. So I'm going to drop down. We're going to go minimum weight for this. All right, now for the wingspan, and this is one that I'm kind of torn on. I went back and forth. Originally, I was going with 85.3. You guys see the ball handle drops to an 83. The 3-point drops to a 64, but I've changed my mind. I went with 83.5, which only drops the 3-pointer -1, and it drops the ball handle -1. The thing about a lock build is that you want to have long arms because you want to be able to play defense, get shot contests, all that. So you want tall arms. You don't want to go minimum because if you go minimum, it looks better. Your 3 goes up, your ball handle goes up. but you're gonna have T-Rex arms. You're not gonna be able to do anything. So for wingspan, we're gonna go with 83.5. All right, so now for the takeovers, we have some solid options here. I'm a lockdown. You might think that I was gonna pick the lock takeover, but I'm not. Slashing takeover is personally one of my favorites, but I already have a few with slashing takeover. Shot creating takeover is decent, but to be honest, with a build like this, I'm gonna go playmaking because I want to catch ankles. Now, as you guys can see, you have built a two-way slasher. I wonder if anyone watching this video genuinely guessed that, like from the beginning. Did you guess two-way slasher? But yeah, two-way slasher is a build name that you don't really see every day, and this year when you're going up against somebody, you don't really know their stats. You just have to go off their name, and when you see two-way and slasher, you might leave me open for 3, which is basically what I want. I'm gonna start greening 3s if they leave me wide open. And now for the 99 badges for this build, and the My Player Builder doesn't know that I'm legend, so it doesn't add them. So when we go into finishing, you guys see we have gold fancy, gold contact, gold giant slayer, gold slithery. Now since we get the extra 10, we're gonna go with gold consistent, gold relentless, gold pro touch, because I really don't know what else I could have put it on, and then we're gonna go with bronze Lob City finisher. So those are our 22 finishing badges. Now moving over to the shooting section, we have bronze catch and shoot, gold deadeye, gold quick draw, and gold range extender. Now for the extra ones, we're gonna go with gold green machine, gold hot zone hunter, and then we have silver difficult shots and silver volume shooter with our last 2 badge points. Now onto playmaking, where we have 26 badges. We have Hall of Fame dimer, Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame quick for step, Hall of Fame space creator, and then with the extra ones, we're going to go with silver unpluckable. You don't need anything higher than silver. So honestly, I don't think you need anything higher than bronze, but we're just going to play it safe and go with silver. Hall of Fame floor general, we're also going to get bronze bailout. You don't need anything higher than bronze. You're not going to throw any passes away as long as you have bronze bailout. We're going to use bronze needle threader and then silver ankle breaker. And for our last category, we have 31 defense / rebounding badges. Oh my god. We have Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame intimidator, Hall of Fame interceptor, gold chase down, Hall of Fame rim protector, silver rebound chaser, and then for the extra ones, we're gonna have a whole lot of silver badges. So we're starting off with silver moving truck, silver pick dodger, silver pickpocket, silver pogo stick, and then silver post move lockdown. So 31 badges in total for this section. All right, so that's how you make my legend build. Now if you're still watching the video, I want you to go in the comments right now and comment the word loyal. This will show me who my loyals are that made it all the way to the end of the video. Also, since only my loyals are still watching the video, leave a comment of what build I should make next and say why in that comment. I'm gonna pick one of these comments and it'll be featured in the video that I make this build. So put your suggestion in the comments and I will pick one comment and make that build. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
My name is Queen. I know like 20 bitches that's addicted to me. She wanna fuck, but I left her on scene. It's just a beginning like Adam and Eve. I tried to tell them they wouldn't believe. Now I'm living everything that I dream. Just like a cop, I got bitches on me.